But before that, I want to go back into now design. So, do you keep making collections? Does that open up more doors? Do you showcase your collections elsewhere?
Okay, so we're talking about myself.
Yes.
At Sally Karago collection.
Yes.
So those shops open maybe the village market opened maybe 2 years ago. Hub maybe another 3 years, that kind of thing. So what I do is that I design. So I have the commercial collection. I design for people to wear.
Yes.
And then I have what is the creative part of me to design collections to take outside where I'm invited.
In fact, that's the one I was asking.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I never take what is commercial.
That outside?
No.
That's, in fact, my question was more so for your creative, you take it outside.
Yeah, it's my creativity that I take outside. Now, by the time I get invited and whatever part of the world, I have to first be inspired. When Brand Kenya left Kenya to go for the Olympics, I think it was in 2012, they got a house and they call it a Kenya house. And they were talking about the Turkana boy. And at that time, I went to that talk and they were asking designers who would be interested to go. So I said, I would be interested to go. And I said, I'll come back to my office and start researching about this Turkana boy who I had not even heard of. So I found out who he was. And then I started looking now in the Turkana people, the kind of culture they have, the kind of ornaments they have, the landscape, their heart, everything. So what we do like a mind mapping. And the mind mapping make us go everywhere about them. We break them out,
everything.
Food, cows, everything. Yeah? And then out of that, you now pick that what will inspire you. So one day I'm in my house and I keep on telling myself, that's my side thing, that's beadwork. I don't want to do the beadwork. There must be something I must do about that beadwork. Something new, something modern, that we move away from that tradition of theirs. So I'm just sitting in the house, just wondering, I'm just playing. And all of a sudden, something just came. And so I took a piece of paper and I put a cord inside the paper like this, and it was stiff. Then I said, how are they going to tie it up here? And then I remembered the people who have problems with their necks, they wear a neck brace. Yeah. So then I came back, I told my tailors to do like pipes of fabrics. And inside we will put this cord in. And then we'll make a neck brace. And then we will stitch different colors of ethnic fabric. And they become this huge. And that's how my idea came. And then from there, I went to the fabric shop and my mind, I had already drawn and I knew exactly how the collection was going to look like. And it was going to be modern.
That is insane.
So I went to London with it.
So, okay, so now you make it and then now you get invited.
Yeah, we were already invited.
You are going.
We were already invited.
You're already invited. So you're thinking, what do I make?
Yeah. So we're already invited. So I told a few designers, but they were not paying. So I said, okay then. So I'll pay to go, and I'll carry all these clothes from my other designers, but I can't carry so many because I don't want to be overweight. And we went to the Kenya house. They had the models. And we did that, and people wrote about it. It's all in the internet, in the net. Yeah, you read about it. Yeah, so I did a collection just using the story of the Turkana boy. He inspired me, and he has become my inspiration till this day. And then after I came back from London, I'd only made a few pieces. When I came back, we did a safari fashion runway. And in that safari fashion runway, I needed to extend that story of the Turkana boy in my collection. And at that time, we had, we still have it, the Association of Fashion Designers of Kenya.
Which you started?
Which I started.
Okay, we'll talk about that just now.
Yeah. And we wanted to, we wanted a platform to open the Association of Fashion Designers in Kenya. So I continued that collection. And I remember, I think it was called Hastings. He was the embassy, the ambassador of Israel. He came in, because I kept on saying, kept asking me, who's gonna be your guest of honor? And I'd be like, actually, I don't have no guest of honor. Then I told them, God will be my guest of honor. And they'll tell me, what do you mean, Sally, God? I'll say, yeah, God will be our guest of honor. What do you mean? He can come. Or he can send somebody, Allah. So, guess what? The day of the show, the ambassador called and he said he's coming to our show. So he became our guest of honor.
That's crazy.
I've got crazy stories. So he came. He didn't even know he was going to be the guest of honor.
Shock on him. He was sent.
Shock on him, yeah. And then he told me, Sally, don't stop here. Make sure this collection goes across the world, because no one in the world will ever have this collection.
Whoa.
Yeah. He's the one who encouraged me.
So now do you begin pushing for that collection? How does it work now?
And let me tell you. So this collection, it's my collection. It's my archive collection. I may use it sometimes to use it to display on the shop windows. But it is a collection that I don't know what I'm waiting for, but I feel there's a place that it will fit. So when I went to New York, it's the collection that also took me to New York.
You got invited?
Yeah, I got invited by it's called the African New York Fashion Week. And what is amazing, I didn't even have a visa to go to this America. But thank God for people that may know somebody or may know somebody. Like they always say, it's only three phones away to talk to the president. Yeah. So I took that initiative and I asked people, how can I get this visa with such a short time? Because I need to be in New York on such and certain day. And I was going with my son, this Raymond, who had come on holiday.
Yeah.
So we went. I got my visa. I think in 2 days or 3 days. It was so quick. And on that day I was going to pick my visa, I got into an accident. I say, whether my legs are broken, we are getting my visa. I'm going to New York. Clutches or no clutches.
Were you okay?
I was okay.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah, thank God, yeah. Anyway, so I went and got my visa and we packed with Raymond and we had this whole bag full of this Turkana collection. And even the embassy, they were so excited I was going to America to represent Kenya. And when we got to New York at the immigration, they asked us, what are we doing here?
With all these
we told them we were coming to do the New York Fashion Week. And they were so excited for us. It was such an exciting time, you know. And when the models, you know how they come in, so the different designers. So people come in and they're told, you take this one, you take this one, you take this one, you take this one. So as the models came and they started seeing now the collection I was showing, now you could now see the shift of models. They were all want to come to me. And they told me, you don't even have an extra one? I'm like, no, I don't have any extra one. But I want to wear your collection. You're so different.
Whoa.
Then I remembered the Israeli ambassador. And when I came out in the catwalk, I think I was the last one. I got even a standing ovation.
What?
Yeah.
So you did take it in an essence the world, because
yeah.
New York is a huge place when it comes to fashion.
Totally, totally.
Fashion
It's
design.
just that I had to leave immediately.
Mm-hmm.
But I said, I will still come back one day. I will still come back. Maybe not to New York, maybe to another state. And as time went on, what else did I do in between? Now, I think it's a school that now took a lot of my time. Now I had the school, now I had the workshop, and now I was looking to open in the shops.
That's a huge chapter, in fact.
Yeah.
Like the whole chapter of opening up. What made you decide now to open up the shops? Because it's also a costly venture.
Yeah, it's costly. It's because I was just like, Sally, you've been in this industry for long. You're one person. I think a lot of people even look at me as, hello, what are you doing? You know. And I just wanted to show that I have a commercial side in me. And one of the other things is that I realized that our Kenya women don't have like smart casual shirts, to blouses to wear, things that are free, things that they can bring about, you know, a certain freedom in them. Not always having to be so tight all the time. There's these free things that we can wear over the weekend. We can dress them up, we can dress them down, and then accessorize them, because I also love accessories. So I was just like, I want a place that I can, you know, bounce this off. I need a platform. Yeah.
I get.
Yeah.
So create it.
Yeah, I just needed it, you know. So, and I knew there was a cost in it.
Element here to
An
it.
element to it. Thank God I have a husband who supports me. And so we worked it together. And I tell you, okay, I first opened it in a mall that was not busy. Then I moved to the hub, which was okay. And then I moved to the village market, which was doing okay. But today, things are different. I don't know what has happened to our economy. But at the beginning, I was doing very well. People were buying. Yeah. Now we sell, but not as we were selling before. But anyway, I always say...
But for anybody watching this, you're also now online.
Yeah, now I've gone online.
Yeah.
Also, yeah. So they can also check me out on online. Yeah. And so the shop gave me a sense of travel. It also made me travel quite a bit, especially looking for jewelers, people who make jewelry. But I only do costume jewelry, not gold, silver, and all that. I'm not into that. I love costume jewelry. And also fabrics, sources of looking for fabrics. So I traveled. We've gone many places. I've gone to many places just to source for fabric, something different, something new, something that is not cheap. I think for a long, long time, it's not that I'm saying we Kenya like cheap things.
But we do.
Yes, say it, not me.
I've said it.
Yes,
You can't say that's the truth.
But I wanted a place where we have good quality, yeah, not too expensive, but when you buy it, it will stay with you for a long time. It can stay with you 3 years, 4 years, not just a month. Yeah, and I wanted to be that designer. Yeah, so that even the bigger woman feels fashionable, the smaller woman feels fashionable, and the medium-sized woman feels fashionable. So I needed to prove that we as Kenyan designers can do things made in Kenya, sold in Kenya, and people will buy internationally and locally.
Okay, hold that thought right there. Let me change some buttons. When we come back, we have to talk about the Gucci experience.
Yes, of course.
This is such a good interview.